that in Palomino and me being broken, first time in my life, first time since I left Poland, I arrived to the point that I am going to be left with nothing after I will buy my another 2 tickets to go back to Europe.
Actually, first time in my life I got a debt.
And this is of course a big issue. However, I see why all these things had to happen and why this is another gorgeous, beautiful thing of me sabotaging myself, because freaking I just love to suffer. So if I sum up all this year of pandemia, it was a lot of crazy things happening in my life. However, I would say that this year was like, here we go, Veronica. Here is all the trash in your life. This is all the shit you've got in your life. This is the shit your family gave you. This is the shit you created. And now go and deal with it. Just be covered in shit. So because I had nowhere to run away, because I've been locked in Cali for 6 months, literally, I had nowhere to go. So eventually, first time in my life, I started dealing with the things I did not want to see for so many years. And also I feel all these circumstances, the different places I stayed with, every little piece of that story is just like, oh my god, I was manifesting a lot of crap, but I wasn't really, because I was becoming somebody new. But my reality was manifested by old Veronica. Because when you change yourself, the thing is, today I'm already manifesting different future. Hopefully a better one, because I am a different person. However, I still have to live through old Veronica's manifestations, which reflect in my current reality.
Starting from zero.
And so, which I saw and understand after this 1 year of pandemic, I was like, oh my god, there was so much crap happening. Like, I would attract so many creepy, weird situations. I'm gonna tell you everything about it. I've got like 85 gigabytes of videos I did during the last year, and I do want to share with you all of those stories because I learned so much through them, and I know I can help you and you can also learn so much. I was really upset in the last days because I'm broken like I have never been broken, because since I left Poland when I was very young, I always was saving money, simply because I was earning very shitty money in my home country, which was less than $1 an hour of work. It was like 3,000 pesos, 3 zloty. So once I left Poland and I went to work in Italy, in Spain, in the UK, and instead of earning $1 an hour of work, I was earning like $7, $8, $5. For me, that was so much money, because I was coming from this, poor country. And so I always had some money and saved, because I was so scared of not having, of just having nothing, just the way I had nothing in my home country. And so here we go, pandemia. Those of you who would like to know all my story exactly, I'm gonna try and pop this video somewhere here, how I ended up in Colombia. But anyway, here we go. It comes to pandemia. I was supposed to move to Australia. Instead, I've got stuck in Colombia. I'm living here 1 year of my savings. I was also teaching the yoga classes and living from this, which became impossible due to the national strike in Colombia. There is like literally almost no tourists, or maybe there are tourists but nobody comes to my classes. So my computer, I literally broken my computer when I had my period. I just thrown it on the floor and bam, my computer is broken now, so I cannot even work online. And I really want to talk about this because all these things, they just did not happen. It were supposed to happen because I started improving so many areas of my life. First improvement, what happened at the beginning, actually towards the end of the year 2020, I finally manifested living in a beautiful house, and I could afford it. It was very cheap, and I would be like, oh my god, like every day I would not believe that I'm living in this amazing house. People would come and visit me and they would not believe it either. And so of course I needed to do something to sabotage myself, because the point is that when your life becomes good and easy and you suffered through your childhood, you know, this is not a normal state of feeling good and easy. So you will do something to break this good and easy, to go back to the old pattern of chaos. And I'm gonna repeat this thing 1,000 times through my videos, so just you can remember it and just you can really know it and acknowledge it. And there's just like thousands of ways how to sabotage yourself and how to go back to this state of chaos and stress. Because when life is too good, it feels too good. So first thing was, I had this beautiful home, and it was like, wow, crazy, amazing, such a long time I wasn't living in this beautiful home. Then the second thing was, I already understood all the crazy shitty patterns I used to do with the guys, and why I attract these crazy, really not nice guys in the last years. So I stopped doing it. I just cut them off very fast, very efficiently, very quickly. And so I ended up in the point in my life right now that I'm on my own, like really on my own. Like I've been single for like freaking 6 years, but I always had some guy sending me messages, or somebody messing with my heart, or somebody giving me some hopes, and I would be always clinging to something, even if physically this person wouldn't be really around, even if physically I wouldn't have sex. I always had somebody that I permitted to like mess with my head. So this is like the first time in my life in the last few months that I'm free. I am free of it. I am a single and I'm on my own, and nobody mess with my mindset. And even when I meet some guys, I already know, so I'm not like actually the funny thing is, those guys, they don't even approach me anymore. It's just like my energy vibration rise up, and it's, I don't know if it's like repelling them, and it's also actually, I don't think it's even like it's repelling them, because yeah, actually 2 weeks ago I had this Colombian guy that he was hitting on me. But it's just like when somebody approaches me, I see it so fast. I see it so freaking fast. I even told him everything what I think about him, and so we are just friends, which is alright. So I don't step in any shit with the guys, and I'm like free, nobody messing with me. So to me this is such a big step forward, right? Like having this home, then being free, and then of course my life is becoming too good. You know, I'm teaching yoga classes, I'm starting earning money easy. First time in my life I do yoga classes, I'm teaching other people, and I enjoy it incredibly. And like the people give me money, they telling me, no, you should charge more, I want to give you more, and I would be like, wow, oh my god. Like, so all those things starts happening to me, all the good things. But that's not what I know, isn't it? The money doesn't come easy to me. I need to suffer for money. The guys, they're only shitty guys coming to me. Well, let me just become upset that I am a single and nobody turns around. The places, the houses, well, that's another story about the houses. But anyway, so here we go. I knew this moment will arrive. I mean, I didn't know this moment is going to arrive. But when I look at this, the time when I had my period, and I just thrown my computer on the ground in like a tantrum shouting at my friend, like I literally think is like my body is sabotaging me, like my body wants some shit happening simply because my life became too good. So obviously, what's the easiest way for shit to happen? Me becoming totally broke with no money, and then start worrying about the money. And when I have no computer, I cannot do yoga classes online, right? On donation base to get easy money in. So all these things is just like, and now this is my drama because I have no money. I am broken, and literally this is really weird to me because I have never been in such a situation. Because I always had few thousands of euros somewhere stashed, yeah. And right now it's like really like there is a big probability that I will have to borrow money from my friend to be able to go back to Europe. And hopefully, if everything goes well, I'm just going back to corporate world and work in a corporation, which is very interesting because I will go back to suffering, right? I don't really want to work for the corporation anymore. So it's me like going back to my own patterns. So why I do this video? Because it's actually a funny thing, because in a way I know I am not broken, because I evolved so much as a human being during this year, which does not mean that I feel also very depressed and I have days that I want to suicide because of pandemia, because of how they manipulate us, because of all the crazy external circumstances. Financially, yeah, I am broken. Even my Polish friend told me, like, how did you do it that you don't even have a computer? But on another hand, I actually feel it was a good thing that it wasn't actually me, it was also the world situation that put me in this place. So it was like together, because let's say I could remedy it, I could be doing yoga classes online before, when my computer was still working, and all sorts of things, right? But in a way I feel like I needed to be in this position I am today. First of all, because all this money that I earn through the suffering and the hard work, I let them go. And also, first time in my life I had to ask people for help. That's why I'm like writing down, if under this video if you would like to donate and help me, even few dollars. Like, for my ego it would be like, oh my god, Veronica, are you crazy? You're going to post those things like on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, like your friends are going to see it. They're going to see that you are broken, that you've got nothing, no home, no car, no savings, it's just you and your suitcase. Like how the people are going to see you, like this was like, for my ego, I was like, oh my god, I cannot post anything on Facebook like, hey friends, would you like to donate me a few dollars? And I'm just like, this feeling of humiliation when I'm just asking over Instagram, like, hey, anybody would like to donate me even $1? And I felt like, oh my god, like, so this is like a big lesson to me, just like, okay, Veronica, just forget what the fuck everybody's thinking about you. You need help, so ask for help. The worst case scenario, if somebody doesn't want to help you, they are not going to help you, which has happened with a few people. And on my request of like asking them if they would like to politely follow my YouTube channel, or if they would like to donate a few dollars, like, oh my god, like one person replied me this email like, you should just go back to Poland and get the job. And it's just like, I don't know, like I felt like some people were offended and they like totally did not understood that, hey, like I'm just freaking asking for a few dollars, like is this going to make such a big difference in your life, honestly? Like, or like I'm just asking to follow me on YouTube, like is this such a big deal, just, you know, to click subscribe and follow me to help me? It's just like, and it was also very beautiful that some people, you know, they offer their help immediately. There's some people that I met during my travel, like one boy, he bought my flight from Putumayo to Bogota so I could come back to Palomino and bring all my stuff and organize how I'm going to get out of here. And some other people donate me some money, and so it was also very kind of beautiful experience because I wasn't expecting it. I was just kind of, you know, I went there as an act in a desperate person, and so it came to me really as a surprise that, okay, there are some people, they would like to help me, they are not judgmental towards me and towards that I put myself in shit. They don't comment on it, they just, you know, want to help me, and I'm so grateful. Gorgeous, beautiful soul, each of you who decided to support me even with few dollars and few euros. I so appreciate this, you cannot imagine. And this is not even about the money, it's really this energy field that there was somebody there who was non-judgmental towards me, that, oh, you know, you put yourself into shit, you have to pull out yourself, and I'm just really, really so grateful for this. And for me it's a beautiful lesson to learn how to ask the people for help, because this has been an issue in my life for the longest ever time. Throughout my life I feel like I would always give a lot and I would not receive back, and it wasn't actually financially, it was many times emotionally. I would always be in the patterns with my girlfriends when I was very young, that I was giving a lot of support to them, and when it came to the situations that I needed somebody to go and cry and get emotional support, there would be just nobody there wanting to listen to me. And I felt similar way with my partners, with my boyfriends, that they wouldn't listen to me, that they wouldn't give me an attention. And actually even my last boyfriend, if you're happening to watch this video, you know I'm talking about you. Even my last boyfriend at some point told me, you know, that maybe we could get married. And when I asked like why, because I could see so many things, like I was feeling so unsatisfied in this relationship, and then he replied to me, it's just really comfortable to be with you because you are always doing everything, or something in this, you know, I don't remember exact words, but the thing was like, you know, like you are always taking care of everything or about a lot of things. And I was like, oh my god, like honestly that's why you would consider to marry me? Like and I see the big issue, this was a big issue in my relationship, because many times I would feel upset that somebody doesn't give me what I want, but actually I would never ask for what I want, and I would just keep the grudge inside me, and this resentment would just build up, you know, that, oh, I'm just a caretaker and I'm a giver, and why, you know, like why somebody doesn't listen to me or support me. And so I was basically feeling like I was just carrying the people problems on my back, whether this was from my childhood and my family story, and then with my partners. And then I realized, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. And I also see that to receive, you actually need to step aside and you need to make a space. Because when you're all the time there giving and giving, even if somebody has something to give, they just keep it to themselves because they just feel like, oh, you know, they don't need anything. It's kind of like, what would be an example in here? it's kind of like somebody would like to cook you a dinner, right? But you always go back home and you're always making them food, so they just assume that you like to cook and you're enjoying giving them dinner, so they never offer it to you, right? But if one day or you would come and say like, hey, like I'm really tired, I would like you to prepare some nice meal for me tomorrow evening, and so most probably the person would just go and do it. And especially it's just like, I think with the people, with my girlfriends, I would also feel the grudge that they don't listen to me, that they don't pay me attention, but I would never say this. So so the last time when I met a really nice girl and I felt like a really nice connection with her, then I felt the same way, like, oh my god, she's just coming around when she needs something, but then she also disappears and I felt like she doesn't need me, and then she only talks about herself and sends like the photos about herself and doesn't ask me anything about me. And so this little crazy Veronica came into my brain and I was like, I'm just gonna block her on my social media. I don't want this person anymore in my life, and I nearly did it. And then I felt like, hey, hold on a minute, maybe this person doesn't realize that they have this behavioral pattern, and maybe they totally do it subconsciously. So you could just send the message and write about how do you feel and see how they will react, which I did first time in my life. And also, of course, when you do it, you need to be prepared that maybe the person doesn't give a bleep about you, a funk about you, and they will not even reply. But I still think it's better to write and express your feelings. And in this case, it was really nice. Actually, the girl, she was really sorry, and she told me that she doesn't realize that this was her behavioral pattern, and so it was really nice. And the conclusion from all this is that like when you go in these situations, you have two choices: just do what you did your whole life or do something new. And trust me, I have so much resentment inside me because of how much I was abused as a child by my mother, that as soon as somebody makes a little not nice thing to me, I just hold on this grudge and I really struggle to forgive. And so so the good thing is that I really started realizing this, and I feel like this year I'm making so much progress. And actually I feel that for me to be in the situation that I have no savings, that I really need help, it's like making me learn so many things. And also a very interesting thing is that my friend, she immediately asked me, if you want, I'm gonna send you more money, just let me know, don't worry, I want to help you, because I was whinging on the phone and I was crying and I was just like in the suicidal day. And then what I did, I'm like, no, I don't need the help. And it's just like, and I started asking help of other people. Like when I have a friend who already wants to help me, like from a long time ago, this was something also in my head, like why don't I just accept this help from her. And I also think the issue is that because I receive a lot from my mom, because she was always cooking and taking care of us, but emotionally I received so little from my mother because she lived through such a big resentment, that I feel like I'm also struggling to receive from woman to woman. That when a woman offers something to me, I feel resistance to receive it. And also for years and years, I would not only be upset that like my friends are not helping me, the girlfriends, but I wouldn't show them that I feel upset. So then how somebody can help you if you just bottle up yourself, and then your resentments instead of going out in there and just being vulnerable. Whew. Okay, that's like super long video, so I'm just gonna end up this in here. I just want to show you a little bit of Palomino, where I am right now. It's my last weeks here in Palomino. I am going back to Europe, to unknown. I almost every night I'm dreaming, and I'm just having like these dreams like, don't leave Palomino, you're safe in here. So I'm like, okay, oh my god, like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I'm just going and doing it. Whatever is meant to happen, it's gonna happen, and that's me. And so this is our open space kitchen. It is raining today. It's a rainy season in Palomino. So I don't know if I will be able to show you a lot. Somewhere there is a cabana I'm living. It's just gonna be so weird to go away from living in the jungle and while I'm cooking sing this. To go back to Europe, to the cement world. Oh my god, like I'm freaking out. I am really scared, also because the world is not what it used to be, because you never know when they are going to lock down you somewhere. But I decided I'm going to just trust in the universe that everything's going to work out. And that's about it, my gorgeous beautiful souls. I hope you like my video. If you did, subscribe, you're helping me a lot. Give some likes and comment down below if it was useful for you, me doing this video and talking about my personal life. I love you so much, baby.